Assalamu alaikum, I'm Kazi Almuqtadir and welcome to my channel. We have a Sentinel-2 image here, and if you don't know how to download a Sentinel-2 image, please check my previous videos. I will give you the link in the description. So in this video I'm going to calculate the NDVI and NDRE and making a linear regression model for these two datasets. If you know the linear regression model, we need two variables. The one is dependent and the other one is independent. The linear regression model creates a predictive model of any data. The model is found using the least square method. So first I'm going to the image analysis table and click here. So I'm going to first calculate the NDVI of this image and click here, and I'm going to select the red band as 4 and infrared band as 8, as the 4 is the red band and the 8 is the infrared band in Sentinel-2 image, and click OK. Then again click here and click to compute the NDVI. Okay, so this image is a temporal image and we have to save it in our matrix. So to save this image, click here and we can select a path to save this file, and you can select a name for this image and click to save. Okay, so after you have added the layer of NDVI of 2000 NDVI image of this area, you can remove this file, and then again we're going to go to the image analysis table and this time I'm going to calculate the NDRE, which is the normalized difference radius index. And to calculate this in Sentinel-2, we have to choose the red band as 4 and the infrared as 6, as this is the red edge band, and click OK. Then again click here the RSF mean, and you can create NDRE by clicking this image. Okay, so you can see the difference. Okay, so now we have to save, we also save this image in our hard disk, and to save this image, click here and click to save this file. Select your path and select a name for this file and click save. Okay, so now we have our two datasets here, the NDRE and NDVI, and then the next step is about we have to convert our image to points, and so you know the linear regression model, we need the numeric data to calculate our linear model. So if this image, you know the raster image is all about digital numbers, and every cell has its different value than other. So we have to convert this image into numbers, and then we can calculate and then we can perform our action. So to do that, go to the conversion tool and click from raster and raster to point, and in here input raster as your first NDVI value, and you can select a path for this and click OK. Okay, so here we have our file, and if you can right click here and go to the attribute table, and you can see in the grid code you have the value numbers of these cells, and you can see you have 20,738 points here, and for each point you have values. Okay, and again do the same action for the NDRE raster, and click again raster to point and input the raster as NDRE, and you can select the path here and click OK. Okay, so we have our NDRE digital number values and NDVI digital number values, and you can see if you want to select if you want to check that his point is corresponding the same point, to verify that you can go to the attribute table and you can select the first object here, and you can see they selected this point, and clear this selection, and again go to the attribute table for NDVI, and if you select this, you can see this is the same point as before. Okay, so now we have to export our data into Excel. So right click here and go to attribute table and click here switch selection to select all this, and this will select all the points here, and then right click here and click here copy selected, and then go to your open an Excel sheet, and paste your files here, and this will take some few minutes. So this is a really big data here, and you have to wait to complete the action. Okay, so you can see here this is the object ID, and you have the grid code here, and you have a very large number of data set here. So then again close this and clear selection, and this was the NDRE, and now we are going to copy the values for NDVI, and click again switch selection, and then again right click here and copy selected, and paste it in here. So for this I'm going to select give this name as NDVI and this sheet as NDRE, and paste your data by Ctrl and V, press Ctrl and V. Okay, so this will take some time, so I have already saved a file before, so I'm going to show you this. So this is my NDRE file sets datasets here, and this is the NDVI, and the next is I'm going to select this field and copy this, and in sheet 3 you can see I have already pasted the files here. This is the NDVI value and this is the NDRE value. I have done the same for both of these NDVI and NDRE values, and in result I am getting this file as NDVI and NDRE in a field, and then you can select both of them, and also and you can copy them and open a new Excel sheet and paste them in here in a single sheet page. Okay, so and I have saved this file and to work in later, and then in the next I'm going to work with this file in Rstudio, and I have saved this file as a CSV file. To save this file as a CSV, go to file and click save as, and in your path you can select save as type as the CSV comma delimited. Okay, and click save to save this file. I have already saved this. Okay, you can check your file here. Just go to your file where you saved it and right click here and select open with Notepad or WordPad to see your dataset here. This is my dataset, and in the next step I'm going to use the Rstudio to complete my action. Okay, so let's go to the Rstudio, and in here we don't have to write a very long codings here. This will be very simple if you are new to Rstudio, and this will be very simple and easy. So the hashtag is for the comment, and this is not this will not run in the console, and this is for to remind you what you are doing, and this is very useful. So first we are going to export data, and I'm going to select I'm going to assign my data as data, and by this I'm going to select I'm selecting that this is the data, and to read CSV you have to write read.csv, and in first parenthesis just you need a double quotation here, and you have to write the path of your file. So this is my file type NDVI NDRE.csv, and we have to use this and press Control Enter. Sorry, we have an error in here. We have forgot this part. Okay, now again, so here you can see this data is loaded here. So if you want to see your data, you can write a command head data, and you can see of your first 6 row of your data sets NDVI NDRE, and in this action we are going to plot the data. For plotting the data we are going to need a function called plot data $sign and NDRE in y-axis. The first value will be SN in y-axis, and then data NDVI in the x-axis, and press Ctrl and Enter to run the code, and you can see we have our data NDVI in the x-axis and data.NDRE in the y-axis. Okay, now we are going to add the linear model function in our model. So to do that we're going to use a we're going to assign this value in lm mod, and the function for linear model is lm, and we're going to select the data NDRE, and again is the same as above, data $NDVI. Okay, so we have created the linear model we have added the linear model in our Rstudio, and to add a line we're going to select ABLINE add line, and lm mod and call equals to red. And so here you can see we have our line here, so you can also zoom this plot here. So you can see this is the linear model of our data sets. You can close this, And next we're going to gain the equation. And just simply call your data gain mod, and you can see the coefficient in intercept is 0.00171 and the data NDVI is 0.897110. Okay, so what this means, if you are going to look at the formula of the linear regression model, is y equals to, let's assume the b as the beta, y equals to beta naught plus beta 1 x, and you have dot 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 like a beta 2 x and so on, and b, and in here beta naught is equals to the value of this 0.001871, 0.001871, and the beta 1 is equals to 0.897110. So the equation will be y equals to beta naught as this one plus beta 1 x. Okay, so if you want to see the correlation between these two data set, we can use the function core data, and again $sign NDRE comma data NDVI, and you can see the correlation is 0.9842933. Okay, you can add this comment. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next video.